expression word Metacharacter. The backslash W Metacharacter matches word characters. What is a word character? A word character is a character that could be A to Z in small letter, A to Z in capital letter, 0 to 9, including underscore. Below is an example of what below is an example of how you can use the regex backslash W meta character in order to match a pattern in your text string. Let's take a look at how this works and the likely output in my code editor. So I want to do a global search for word character, a global search for word characters. So I'm here in my script tag, and I can just make a text to give 100%. So this is my variable. Now I want to set a pattern. I want to set a meta character on what I already have. So /, then the flag requires a backslash, which is this, then followed by the /, which should match the pattern, and I want it to be a global search, so I'll also include the G flag. So from this now, I can make another variable to hold the result of this pattern. Then I can pass in my variable and then the match, and then pass in the pattern to see what I'm likely going to get. And now you can see the output. You can see that each of these words has been splitted with comma and they are arranged together as an individual character. So this is what a backslash W meta character does. So it matches word characters. Moving on, JavaScript regex quantifiers. Quantifiers divide the numbers of characters or expressions to match. So when you want to match a pattern, either a character or expression, a quantifier is what defines that numbers of character or expressions that needs to match. And these are the common ones. Number one is the X asterisk. It matches 0 or more occurrences of X. Then the next one is X question mark, which matches 0 or 1 occurrences of X. And last but not the least is the X into bracket N, which matches N occurrences of X. So pay attention to the fact that these are the most common. That does not mean that these are the exhaustive list of what the regex quantifiers looks like. So let's take a look at an example of one of these. So the one I want to talk about and give an example of is the end question mark quantifier. Now, the end question mark quantifier is exactly like this X question mark, which is expected to matches 0 or 1 occurrences of X as its description. So let's look at an example by doing a global search for a pattern in our code. So I'll pull up my code editor again, and this time around, I want to do a global search for 1 followed by 0 or more 0 character. So let's take a look. A global search for a 1 followed by 0 or 1 or 1 0 characters. So I want to make my variable to hold a string, because don't forget that regex expressions works with strings. And inside it, you can have a series of strings, 100 or 1000. So don't forget that since this is enclosed in a double quote, the JavaScript, it will be interpreted as a string and not number. And then the pattern where I want to set the flag, because I want to search for a 1 followed by 0 or 10 characters, then I'll pass in the open forward slash for the pattern. Then I put a question mark, and then I want it to perform the search globally, so I'll add the G flag. Then I make another variable to hold the results, text.match pattern. And now I can output the results. And now you can see that I have 1, I have 10, and I have 10, which means that JavaScript is passing this string variable. So it will pick where it finds 1. It will pick where it can find 10. It picks 1 from here, and then it also picks another one from here, because this particular one also contains 10. And don't forget that we are doing a global search for a 1 followed by 0 or 10 characters. And that is why we have what you see. So if you look at what we have here, you can see that it matches, or it is exact things that can be extracted from this string variable that you can see right here on the screen. So that is how the end question mark quantifier works. So it matches 0 or 1 occurrences of X. So what we just saw as an example, because 1 is present, so it will match it. 0 is present, so it will match every instances of it that matches what we are searching for globally. And don't also forget that we are using the global flag aside from the search pattern that we are looking for in order to check all through the string and pick instances that matches what we're searching for.